We often imagine ancient Greece as a land of gods, warriors, and marble temples, monuments to philosophy, democracy, and art. But beneath that grandeur lived ordinary people, citizens who rose with the sun, worked with their hands, and shared their thoughts in bustling public squares. Their names rarely appear in history books, but their lives were the heartbeat of a civilization. Let us follow one such man. His name is Nikandros. He is fictional, but every detail of his life is grounded in what historians know of ancient Athens. Through him, we glimpse a single full day in one of the world's most influential societies. The day begins before sunrise. Nikandros wakes inside a modest home, its walls built of sun-baked clay and stone. The bed is no more than straw wrapped in cloth. His body is sore from the labor of yesterday, and today promises more of the same. His wife, Thaleia, is already preparing the morning meal. There is no coffee, no rich aroma of cooked meat. Breakfast is plain and practical: barley bread soaked in diluted wine, a few olives, perhaps a fig if it's the right season. For most Athenians, this was enough. Food was sustenance, not pleasure. Outside, the first golden light stretches across the hills. The city begins to stir. There are no clocks in ancient Athens. Time is measured by the movement of the sun, the sounds of animals, and the rhythm of daily rituals. Roosters crow, doors creak open, the city is waking. Nikandros dresses simply, a linen tunic tied at the waist. No jewelry, no adornments. He's a stonemason, not a noble or philosopher, and what he wears must suit his work. His first destination is the agora. To outsiders, the agora might appear like a simple marketplace, but to Athenians it is something much more. It is the pulse of the city. Here, merchants shout their wares, fishmongers stack their catches, and farmers offer olive oil and fruit. But amid this commercial chaos, something else is happening: conversation. Nikandros listens as two men argue passionately about a proposed law. Nearby, a philosopher poses a strange question to a group of curious youths. Around the corner, a jury is forming. Every citizen has the right to serve. Decisions of justice are made not by officials, but by large panels of ordinary Athenians. Participation is not optional. In Athens, democracy is direct. Every citizen, at least every free adult male born of citizen parents, has both the right and the responsibility to speak, vote, and judge. Politics is not left to the elite. It is embedded into the fabric of daily life. After browsing a few stalls and hearing the latest city gossip, Nikandros returns home briefly before heading to his workplace. As a mason, he helps construct public buildings, homes, and temples. Much of the city is built from stone, marble if it's a wealthy commission. His hands are calloused, his back aches, but there is pride in what he does. Every block he shapes may stand for centuries. His work is hard and physical, but he is not alone. Other tradesmen surround him: carpenters, potters, bronze workers. Some are citizens, like him. Others are metics, foreign-born residents who have legal protection but cannot vote. And some are enslaved people, laboring without rights or compensation. Their presence is everywhere. Enslaved men dig in the silver mines of Lorion. Women cook, weave, and raise children in households like Nikandros's. Meanwhile, his wife continues her own work. She spins wool into thread, manages the household, and teaches their daughter how to mix dyes and tend to the clay stove. Most Athenian women live private lives. Few enter the agora. Their domain is the home, but it is no less important. From managing food to organizing the family's finances, their responsibilities are essential and respected, if not openly honored in public life. As the midday sun reaches its peak, Nikandros sets down his tools. It's time to rest and, if time allows, to feed another part of himself. He walks to the gymnasium, a place not only of physical training but intellectual sharpening. The Greeks believed in the balance of body and soul. A strong man was not just a soldier or laborer. He was expected to think, to question, to speak with clarity. At the gymnasium, Nikandros joins others in simple exercises: wrestling, discus, and running. Nearby, a teacher speaks. The topic isn't geometry or rhetoric, but life itself. What is justice? What is truth? Why are we here? Philosophy is not an elite pursuit in Athens, it flows in the streets. Even the laborer knows the names of Socrates and Pythagoras. Even the artisan has opinions about the soul, the gods, and the nature of virtue. As the sun dips toward the horizon, Nikandros returns home. His children greet him. The house smells of lentils and garlic. Dinner is served on small wooden plates, nothing elaborate but nourishing. Goat cheese, stewed greens, and perhaps a scrap of salted fish. After dinner, the family sits together. Thaleia tells a story from Hesiod. The children listen wide-eyed. In a world without screens or books, stories are everything. They teach, entertain, and connect generations. But not all men end the evening at home. Tonight, Nikandros has been invited to a symposium, a formal drinking party held in a wealthy friend's house. There he reclines on a couch, sipping wine carefully mixed with water. Drunkenness is frowned upon. Conversation, however, is encouraged. Topics range from politics to love, from war to poetry. Music plays in the background, perhaps a woman strumming a lyre. These women, known as heterae, are not wives. They are educated courtesans, free to speak and engage intellectually, unlike most women in Athenian society. Some are foreign-born, some highly respected. Their role is complicated, but their presence shapes the evening. The night stretches on. Some guests leave early, others debate until the oil lamps flicker and die. Eventually, Nikandros walks home through quiet streets, the moon casting long shadows across the stone. At home, he checks on his children, whispers a prayer to Athena, and rests. He is tired but content. One day, that's all it was. But within that day, he has spoken in a democracy, shaped a piece of history with his hands, questioned the nature of virtue, and passed his values on to the next generation. For all our modern advances, the life of Nikandros feels strangely familiar. He seeks meaning, he seeks connection, he works, he thinks, he dreams, and in his ordinary life he contributes to something extraordinary, the legacy of a civilization that still shapes the way we live, think, and govern today. Athens was far from perfect. It excluded many, it enslaved thousands, its democracy was limited, but its citizens dared to imagine a society ruled by reason instead of fear, where argument trumped authority, and where the voice of an ordinary man could shape the future. Nikandros is long gone, his name never carved into stone, but through him we remember that history isn't made only by kings and conquerors, it's made by stonemasons, mothers, philosophers, and children, people who lived, thought, loved, and worked just like us, and that is the true legacy of ancient Greece.